Dear students, I am Nausheen, and in today's session I am going to discuss with you general equilibrium analysis in the case of consumption theory. So we are going to try to understand the general equilibrium, how it is obtained in the case of consumers, and it is based on the efficient distribution of commodities between consumers. For simplistic case, we are going to assume the case of two consumers so that we are able to show their exchange process, their preferences, and their final equilibrium inside an Edgeworth box. So from consumer theory, you know that a consumer equilibrium is obtained when the consumer is able to maximize his utility in such a way that the marginal rate of substitution is equal to the price ratio of the two goods. So the condition for equilibrium is given by this equation, which is MRS xy of x for y, marginal rate of substitution of x for y, when it is equal to price of x divided by price of y. Now if you want to obtain consumer equilibrium for two consumers, you will have to find out marginal rate of substitution for two consumers. So supposingly the names of consumers are given by A and B. So the marginal rate of the two consumers should be equal to the ratio of prices of the two commodities X and Y. So in this particular case, A and B are two individuals, X and Y are two commodities, and PX and PY are the ratio of prices of these two commodities. So the equilibrium, the final equilibrium, basically occurs when this equation is obtained. Let's move further and try to understand this with the help of Edgeworth box and the diagrams. So in order to start with the diagram, we need to bring into our picture X and Y commodities, which are plotted on x-axis and y-axis. Then you need to draw the PPC curve, which basically is taking into consideration that the two commodities X and Y are being produced, and each point on this PPC curve is representing optimal quantities of X and Y commodities produced in an economy. Now what is this AB line? So AB line is basically showing the ratio of prices of X and Y. FF dash is the PPC curve, and the point of tangency of this PPC curve to the price line is T. Now what we have done, we have basically tried to construct an Edgeworth box for two consumers inside this PPC curve. So all the preferred bundles of consumers would be plotted here. So the general equilibrium of consumption of this product mix, two outputs X and Y, would be given by XC and YE. As we saw in the previous session, it's given by XE and YE. Now what we are doing, we are now inside this rectangular box. We are trying to construct Edgeworth box for consumption with the precise dimensions of XE and YE. So how do we obtain this? By plotting a perpendicular line down to the x-axis and then from T point to y-axis. That's how you obtain this Edgeworth box, rectangular box. Now moving further, we need to take into account the two consumers A and B. So what we will do, we will assume that the indifference curves of consumer A are starting from this point and indifference curves of consumer B are starting from this point. So from bottom left, when you start drawing the indifference curves A1, A2, A3, they represent the indifference curves of individual A. And similarly, B2, B3, B4, you can name this as B1, that represents the indifference curves of individual B. Now all these points which are showing the points of tangency. So you can see that indifference curves of individual A and individual B are tangent. They are tangent to each other, where the slopes of these indifference curves are equal. So supposingly at this point the slope of indifference curve A1 is equal to the slope of indifference curve B4. So here the marginal rate of substitution of A is equal to marginal rate of substitution B of B individual. This was the first half of the equilibrium equation, that MRS, marginal rate of substitution of both the consumers for the two goods, should be equal. Now, in order to arrive at the general equilibrium of consumption, you need to also understand that not all the points inside this Edgeworth box are giving efficient combinations of two goods. So all distributions are not efficient in the Pareto sense. A Pareto efficient distribution of commodities would be the one in which it is impossible to increase the utility of one consumer without reducing the utility of the other. So please keep in mind that higher indifference curves give higher utility, higher satisfaction to both the consumers. So for consumer A, A3 would be preferred; for consumer B, B3, B4 would be preferred. So higher indifference curves are preferred. Now we need to look at the points of tendency of these indifference curves of two consumers and draw this green colored line. You can look at this green colored line which is passing through the points of tendency of the two individuals' indifference curves. So this green colored line represents the Edgeworth contract curve of consumption. So this is also a contract curve, but this is showing consumption bundle, so it is Edgeworth contract curve of consumption. So it's basically a locus of points where MRS of A is equal to MRS of B. So there can be a number of these equilibrium points across the contract curve. However, you need to find out where the general equilibrium of consumption is occurring. So you need to note the point of the contract curve where the marginal rates of substitutions of both the consumers are equal to the price ratio of the commodities. That will give the general equilibrium of consumption. Now how do you obtain that? For that you need to bring in a yellow colored price line. As you can see, it has been drawn here. So this yellow colored price line is showing that it's passing through the point of tangency of A2 and B3 indifference curves, and we have noted it with point T dash. So T dash is giving the equilibrium of the consumers in this diagram. Now consumer A, so how to analyze or interpret this T dash? For that we can look at the allocations of X and Y which are being distributed to consumer A and consumer B. Let me help you in interpreting this part of the diagram. So consumer A reaches utility level implied by the indifference curve A2 and buys OM quantity of X commodity and ON quantity of Y commodity. Consumer B reaches the utility level which has been implied by indifference curve B3 and buys remaining quantities MXE and NYE of X and Y commodities respectively. So that is how consumer equilibrium or in general equilibrium analysis is obtained, by taking into account the price information also and taking into account the PPC curve and the ratio of prices also. So this is how general equilibrium of consumption is obtained through efficient distribution of commodities between the two consumers in such a way that markets clear and all the quantities of X and Y commodities are efficiently allocated between the two consumers. So friends, I hope you could understand the general equilibrium analysis of consumer theory, and shortly we would be coming to the last part of general equilibrium analysis, where we will look at the mix of consumption and production together in a single diagram. Till then, all of you take care. Have a very nice day ahead. Thank you for your patient listening. We'll meet again. Bye.